cleaning that up.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 2.5 Men running gags.
I'm baking air biscuits. Get them while they're hot.
Alan. I don't want to go. Please don't make me go. Boo!
For this list, we'll be looking at the jokes that were a staple of this long-running sitcom. We're excluding catchphrases and one-liners to focus on the tropes fans most associate with this series. What do you think is 2.5 Men's most memorable running gag? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Herb Melnick acting like a coward. After making Alan's life miserable, Judith marries pediatrician Herb Melnick, a man who remains constantly under her thumb. Stuck in an unhappy marriage, Herb tries to live vicariously through Alan and Charlie, but has to skirt around Judith to do so.
Hi, Dad. Bye, Mom. Good luck, Herb.
Bye, Jake. Wish I was going with you.
Having bonded with Alan over their mutual disdain with how Judith treats them, Herb is shown preferring Alan's company to his own wife's.
Kind of weird, isn't it? I mean, you're the ex-husband, I'm the current.
So we've got something in common.
We do, don't we?
Right. Neither one of us is having sex with Judith.
Unfortunately, years of being a pushover takes its toll, and Herb becomes a lonely man who pines for a happier life, but is too afraid to make it happen. He even goes as far as to try to bribe Alan with some potential luxurious amenities to keep him around.
I'm not going to try to buy you. I mean, you're either my friend or you're not.
I have no such qualms. I'll throw in a Blu-ray player.
Sad though they might be, Herb's efforts to escape Judith are undeniably good for a laugh. Number 9. Charlie Harper's hatred for his mother.
I'm not saying I hate you, but if I did, it might have something to do with the fact that you're a narcissistic bloodsucker who drove my father into an early grave.
Blaming her for all his issues, Charlie clearly takes pleasure in seeing his mother suffer, within reason. For her part, Evelyn's refusal to be motherly towards Charlie only makes matters worse. The only occasions Charlie enjoys his mother's company is when he sees a chance to antagonize her, or when her malicious nature works to his advantage.
I believe the balance of power is restored.
That's right. Thank you.
You owe me large.
His mother issues are a source of comedy, even when she's not around, as Charlie's therapy sessions usually result in uncomfortable breakthroughs.
Now tell me what happened. We can go back to the donut dream later.
It wasn't a real dream. I was being sarcastic.
Oh, I know, but the fact that you chose that particular imagery is a little troubling.
To be fair, Alan also has moments where Evelyn isn't his favorite person in the world. Not that she really cares.
It's not because I don't love you. I just don't want to give you a reason to kill me.
You mean another reason?
Number 8. Fart jokes. The one thing that every character on this show seemingly has in common is their tendency to make their flatulence known.
Oh, well, very funny. So you want to go toot for toot? Well, check this out.
This brand of potty humor might be considered cheap laughs, but they're generally well-timed enough to be amusing. It also highlights the character's inherently unclassy nature. And this isn't limited to the core cast. Just about every recurring character has had their moment to let one rip over the course of the series.
What are you doing?
Just getting comfy. Snuggling up on the world's best pillow.
On occasion, the flatulence gag even plays a part in an episode's story. But the main purpose of all this gas is to support one of Jake's recurring gags.
It's not just about you and Charlie, you know. There's that innocent little Moppet to consider.
Moppet?
I'm baking air biscuits. Get them while they're hot.
Number 7. Jake Harper's lack of intelligence. Despite him getting older, Jake's intelligence seemingly dropped every season.
Are you picking your nose?
I had to. There was stuff in it.
And where were you planning to put it?
really didn't have a plan.
Initially just a lazy little boy, Jake ends up being apparently absolutely clueless with no hint of common sense. This is most evident during conversations between Jake and a member of his family who can't fathom all the silly things he says.
Dad, this is the wrong book.
What are you talking about?
It's in some sort of foreign language.
It's Elizabethan.
Well, can we get one in English?
Walk.
This ranges from him suffering in studies at school to missing obvious hints when someone is interested in him.
You smell like strawberries.
It's my lip gloss.
Cool. Does it taste like it smells?
You want to find out?
Sure.
Jake's slow-wittedness frequently gets on everyone's nerves, and he doesn't pick up on this either. Things reach their peak when he gets fooled into enlisting in the Army, but not even this wake-up call can take the edge off his trademark dimness.
Look at the bright side, Dad. You won't have to buy me clothes anymore. They're gonna give me a dress uniform, a work uniform, and even one for when I'm tired.
What?
Yeah, they call them fatigues. I don't know why they just wouldn't call them pajamas.
Number 6. Drunk Charlie Harper. Always with a drink in hand, Charlie's moments of inebriation are too many to count. Unlike his suave attitude when sober, drunk Charlie becomes a whiny man-child who lets out his frustrations in extremely loud ways.
Heard from Chelsea?
She's staying with her father for a few days. Well, at least that's what she emailed me.
You don't think she could be with...
Go ahead. Say it.
His drunken state also takes away Charlie's usual fast-talking skills, leaving him more like his nephew in terms of intellect.
What are you doing sitting out here?
I can't stand up. Don't make a thing out of it.
Charlie's hangover becomes the perfect setup for a joke, leading to moments of dry humor where he tries to piece together his antics from the previous night.
How much did you have to drink last night?
Let's see.
This state has its benefits too, as the only time Charlie seemingly genuinely bonds with Alan is when they're drunk beyond their wits.
Okay, next. Things we have in common. Oh. Charlie.
Same last name, same last name.
Very nice.
Number 5. Alan Harper moving out, then back in.
Okay. That settles it. I think it's time we moved.
We?
Yeah, we.
But I'm still welcome.
The greatest lie Alan ever told was that he could live without the Malibu beach house. Having moved in during the pilot episode, he remained there right until the end of the series. That being said, Charlie's numerous swipes at his expense did make Alan move out on a few occasions, only for his younger brother to move right back in soon after.
I'm sorry we overstayed our welcome.
Alan.
I don't want to go. Please don't make me go. I love it here. I love it so much.
This practice doesn't stop after Walden buys the house, with his and Alan's arguments prompting the latter to leave. And yet, circumstances work out in such a way that Alan returns to the beach house as always.
Okay, maybe I should go. Maybe you should. Fine. Okay.
It also underlines Alan's complete inability to live on his own, which stems from his stingy and rather spoiled nature. Number 4. Jake's appetite.
Boo!
No matter how much food he's given, Jake always wants more. He's something of a bottomless pit. His laziness is only made worse by his love for food, which, quite frankly, reaches ridiculous heights. This doesn't get any better as he grows up either, with Jake retaining his habit of being a messy eater well into his teens.
I can't talk to you now, Charlie. Get that out of your mouth. Are you an animal?
While he's generally known to have a laid-back attitude, the lack of food is one of the few things that can awaken Jake's temper.
No cookies? What the hell is going on around here?
Hey, watch your mouth.
I am watching it. It's empty. I need dessert. Son of a bitch!
Jake!
Another running gag involves Charlie intentionally snagging Jake's food, having little respect for his nephew's appetite, and loving an opportunity to engage in childish banter. Getting possessive about food might just be a Harper family trait.
Can I go back and get some Cajun Cluckies?
No, eat what you got.
But I like the Cajun Cluckies better.
Then why did you order the regular Cluckies?
Because I forgot I like the Cajun Cluckies.
Oh, just eat the freaking chicken.
Number 3. Rose stalking Charlie. Charlie didn't know it at the time, but he made the mistake of a lifetime by getting involved with Rose. A stalker with no sense of boundaries. Rose sticks around the beach house for years out of her unrequited and uncomfortably possessive love for Charlie.
Let's see, what else? Ooh, night vision goggles?
I don't think so.
You say that now, but if you hide in her trunk and want to do a little light reading, you're gonna be sorry.
Initially a relatively harmless dynamic, Rose's obsession with Charlie gets out of control as she frequently manipulates him into falling for her, even pretending to marry another man to make him jealous.
And we're clear.
That ought to do it. Thanks, Freddie.
My pleasure.
Although Charlie is usually quick to get wise to her act, Rose's skill as a manipulator is not to be underestimated. Later in the show, she winds up extending her talents to Walden as well.
Oh my God. Are you okay?
Oh, not infected.
Okay, don't panic.
Thank you, you saved my life.
Number 2. Berta refusing to clean up messes. Everyone in the Harper family knows not to mess with Berta, who works when she wants and rarely fulfills the housekeeper job description. Ever at the ready with a scathing remark, Berta is a constant source of amusement. She's got a pocket full of quips for any situation, but the most reliable gag sees Berta appear at the end of a humorous situation and refuse to clean up, when that's clearly not the main issue.
I ain't cleaning that up.
Rather than ponder over the weirdness of a given moment, Berta's only concern is that she not be left with the mess created.
Say what you want about me, but at least I've never chosen to have women in my life who do nothing but mistreat me.
Hey, stud, I don't know what kind of sick, twisted party you had in your bedroom the last couple of days, but I sure as hell ain't cleaning it up.
This gag can also take darkly funny turns, such as when Berta had little compassion to show for Charlie's supposed ashes.
I ain't cleaning him up.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few gag honorable mentions. Alan's cowardly behavior, because even Alan's own reflection thinks he's a wimp.
Come on. You spent your whole life being a doormat. This is your chance to finally get what you deserve. But what about the guilt? The hell with the guilt. Let's be bad guys.
Alan and Walden acting like a couple, because there's no need for fan fiction where these two are involved.
Sometimes I worry that I'm not good looking enough for you.
Oh, perfect just the way you are. My alley cat.
A nickname.
Charlie making fun of Alan, because this sibling rivalry is pretty one-sided.
We're just having a little moonlight skinny dip in the ocean.
Good thinking. Nothing more romantic than seaweed hanging from a cold, shriveled penis.
Charlie's playboy lifestyle, because this is the kind of dilemma only Charlie can have.
Wait a minute, you broke up with Sarah so you could hook up with her roommate?
No, we were all hooking up together, but then Sarah got all weird, even though it was her idea.
Don't you just hate that?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Alan being ridiculously cheap. Alan rarely gets treated with much respect. Then again, he doesn't do a whole lot to change that.
It's $24.50?
Whoa. Okay. Oh, jeez.
What?
I walked out of the house without my wallet. Can you believe it?
Strangely enough, I can.
Given the opportunity, Alan has no problem mooching off anyone willing to put up with him. When left to his own devices, Alan tries cutting any corners he can to avoid paying for something. And there's no exception to this habit. He once successfully pulled off a Ponzi scheme against his own family.
Unbelievable. You asked for money,
and they just give it to you. And then you take the new money and use it to pay back some of the old money, but they don't want it back. And they give you more.
Belittling Alan for his stingy behavior is one of Charlie's favorite things to do, as he regularly comes up with new ways to make fun of his bro.
Wow. The legendary lost wallet of Alan Harper.
Funny.
On many occasions, Alan's inherently cheap personality leads to extremely embarrassing incidents, though they don't seem to embarrass him enough to alter his ways.
Why don't we just go to a hotel?
Well, we could, but wouldn't that feel kind of cheap?
I'll tell you what feels kind of cheap. You.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.